Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis. Own the 2025-26 Grizzly season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule. So don't miss out.
Live from the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
All right, I'm here. My name is Gary Parrish, speaking to you from the Built Ford Tough studio, FedEx Forum. We're in downtown Memphis. Bennett Doyle right there producing the program. Glad he's with me. Glad you're with me. Hope you're getting through the day best you can. And I hope if you ever decide to cheap shot somebody in a basketball game, it's not Scotty Pippen Jr. because he will not stand for it. He'll push you down. I guess that's one way to make a season headed toward the lottery fun and interesting. We'll show you Saturday's altercation, Saturday's incident. We'll do it momentarily. First, though, quickly, let me set today's schedule for you. Next segment, around 10:20, Michael Eaves is going to join me. He, of course, hosts SportsCenter for ESPN. I'll talk to him about a number of things, including big sporting event this weekend in the Winter Olympics. The United States men's hockey team, I guess the women too, but the one that's getting the most attention is the men's hockey team. They won the gold medal, defeated Canada in overtime. Jack Hughes is apparently a star now. I mean, I guess he's been a star for a little while, but more than a hockey star now. Now he's an American star, a legend. We'll get into that with Michael Eaves. We'll do it in about 20 minutes. Finish talking to Michael Eaves, take a break, come back, do 5 more things you need to know. At which point, we will discuss 5 previously undiscussed stories, among them Penny Hardaway's Tigers. Lost a 4th straight game this weekend inside. They battled for the bones and they lost. It was ugly. Memphis is 12-15, Bennett. We'll be sad about it in about 40 minutes. The March Madness Bracket Preview Show, it aired this weekend on CBS. It was a good day for the top 25-1. I'll tell you why in just a bit. Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton is away from the team after being diagnosed with shingles. We'll talk painful infections a little later on in the show. I watched the big UFC event. I guess I'm a UFC fan now.
Okay, nice. Welcome.
I guess I'm a UFC fan now. I watched the big UFC event on Paramount Plus late Saturday. That scumbag Sean Strickland actually won.
Yep, surprisingly so.
He was a big underdog.
Yes, he was.
His opponent failed in his fight to bring decency to the MMA. I thought we were trying to bring decency to MMA and get rid of this Sean Strickland character.
I'm not so sure.
Turns out not so sure either. I'll tell you what it's like watching UFC when you never otherwise watch UFC. We'll do that in the third segment. And the Department of Homeland Security put a scare into millions of frequent flyers this weekend when it announced that TSA PreCheck was pausing amid a partial government shutdown. Luckily, that crisis has been averted. It appears we're going to breathe a big sigh of relief during a segment we call 5 More Things You Need to Know. Then we'll eventually do GP's carryout, and we'll call it a day. So that's the rundown. We got a lot to get to, but I want to start with your Memphis Grizzlies because game 56 of a scheduled 82 is going to be played tonight right here in downtown Memphis. Kings Grizzlies, 7 o'clock, FedEx Forum. Tickets are available. Grizzlies.com. Will Scotty Pippen Jr. be available? At this point, I suppose we don't know for sure. But a suspension at least remains a possibility following the 25-year-old's ejection from Saturday night's 136-120 loss to the Heat that followed Friday night's 123-114 win over the Jazz. Yes, if you're still keeping track, the Grizz went 1-1 this weekend.
Yeah. Friday night was fun.
Was it?
Friday night was fun. Yeah. Had to talk a few people off the ledge, but overall, good time. Good times were had.
Beat the Jazz on Friday. Lost to the Heat on Saturday. Let's stop right here for a second. We should make note that the Grizz beat the Jazz on Friday with an injured Jaren Jackson Jr. in street clothes, but in the building. The franchise made a nice tribute video for him.
It was nice.
It was great.
Yeah,
They're
really
always
was.
great. We ain't the best at keeping players healthy. I think we can admit that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't the best at that. If you were ranking, hey, what NBA franchise is the best at having healthy players? It ain't us.
No.
You would agree with that.
I would have to.
I mean, you follow at Grizzlies PR.
I would have to agree.
I
yes.
follow at Grizzlies PR. If somebody said, hey, what's the best franchise in the NBA at just having healthy players? That ain't us.
No.
I don't know who it is.
I was going to say, I don't know if I know who it is, but it's not us.
It's not us.
No.
Okay. But if I were to say, hey, what's the franchise that's best at making tribute videos when players return? That might be us.
I think that's fair.
That might be us. Incredible again. Nice to see Jaren back inside FedEx Forum. And the tribute video, it got to him a little bit. He teared up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tear up a little bit?
No, I did not.
You're too tough for that, I guess. Too tough to show emotions.
I mean, I guess when I feel that urge to show emotions, but no, I didn't.
Are you a crier? Do you get emotional?
I mean, sure. I think any
When's the last
person
time
with
you
a heart
cried?
does. I don't know. I don't know.
You cry in movies?
Yeah.
I do too.
It might have been Hamnet, actually.
Hamnet was tough.
That one scene.
Hamnet was tough, buddy.
That one scene.
Man.
That don't get you.
I watched Hamnet alone in a theater in Spokane, Washington.
Yeah,
That's how to get you.
If that one scene don't get you, I don't know what will.
Hamnet's tough.
Yeah.
Hamnet's a tough deal. Ain't no getting around that.
That actually might have been it.
Jaren teared up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Jessica said she teared up a little bit. You were too tough for it.
She did not tear up. I was sitting next to her.
Oh.
That's cap, JB. Stop.
That's between you and Jess. I don't want to get involved in that. She likes to
Those are crocodile tears.
She likes to portray an image that she got all emotional at Jaren Jackson Jr. But you're calling cap. You said that's big cap.
No, I was actually handing out.
Stop the cap.
I was handing out stats, so I might have missed it. You
said stop the cap. She likes to portray an image that she's all emotional about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s return.
Emotional Jessica at it again.
She wasn't emotional. She didn't care. She didn't care. You were sitting right next to her.
She did care.
She didn't care at all.
She did care.
Oh, man. That's tough. That's a tough deal. All right, back to Scotty Pippen Jr.
Yes. And great time on Friday night. And yes, that was awesome. Vince and Jitty got a tribute video as well. That was nice.
Of course it was.
Yeah, they did great job all around by them. And hey, it was fun to get a win.
Hey, I don't know if we can keep you healthy, but we can make a tribute video for you if we ever move on from you.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
Okay, that's where we're at. All right.
By the way, the Jazz,
yeah,
they're good at this. Brother.
They're the best.
They've got
it down. They know how to do this.
I had a feeling coming into that game on Friday, like we'll see how this goes. This could be like competitive. I think the Grizzlies got a chance. I had no idea. They are good at this.
They're good at this. They've been doing it longer than us.
They've been doing it a long time.
They've been doing it longer than us.
Yep.
They know how to do what they're doing. All right? They've been doing it longer than us. They know how to do what they're doing.
Yep.
You know what? I tip my hat to them.
I don't.
I mean, they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They know what they're doing, and they know how to do it. Okay? They're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
We beat their brains in.
The team that's in here tonight is good at it, too. We'll talk about that.
They're tough.
Yeah,
They're tough. We got another.
They might be better than the Jazz,
You
actually.
know what? Like, you start a season. It's wild how these seasons go. You start a season, and you're like, man, last thing I want to do is play Oklahoma City.
Right.
Now the last thing you want to do is play Sacramento.
They've lost 16 in a row.
We don't want to play them. We don't want to play them.
They've lost 16 in a row and shut down their entire team.
How are you supposed to lose to them?
I don't even know who's playing for them tonight. I'm going to have to sit down and break down their roster before we get into this.
Man, we could use a game against the Spurs right now.
Yeah.
I'd take one against the Celtics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We got the Kings and the Jazz.
Tough.
It's hard, man.
It's a tough three-game stretch right there.
This is a tough three-game stretch.
You got the heat in between.
You got the heat in between, but Jesus, Lord, this is the toughest three-game stretch in the league.
Yeah.
We're in a tough three-game stretch right now.
Yeah.
Had the Jazz on Friday and the Kings on Monday. It's a tough three-game stretch.
Really tough, yep.
Back to Scotty Pippen Jr.
Mm-hmm.
So he was ejected late in Saturday's loss to the Heat. Let me set the scene for you.
Okay.
Then we'll watch it together. So Miami, as you know, they're up 24 with a little more than 2 minutes remaining.
Mm-hmm.
And then some Italian fella named Simone Fontecchio.
That's right. Nice job.
I studied last night.
Mm-hmm.
When you're up till 3:30 in the morning for no reason whatsoever, you got
finding
time.
Things.
You got time to learn pronunciations of NBA players you never even knew existed.
Yep.
All right. So it's Simone Fontecchio. That's what I did at 3 o'clock in the morning. Just sitting in a chair, learning how to pronounce Simone Fontecchio. You want to know how my life's going? Sleeping habits all messed up.
Tough.
Just sitting around looking for.
I heard you're dealing with a blizzard now. There's a lot going on.
I mean, there's a real life blizzard in New York City. I can't get there.
No, apparently no one can.
I'm supposed to go there today. I'm not going. I'm not going today.
Well, good. We'll get to hang out.
Yeah, it's good to be here with you.
Good.
Like I tell you what, I'm looking forward to going home and taking a nap today. You know,
I don't blame you.
I wouldn't have minded getting on a plane. I'm used to it at this point. But I'm gonna crawl right into my bed. I'm looking real forward to this today.
Good.
It's gonna be a good Monday afternoon.
Good.
Don't know if I'll get there tomorrow. Don't know if I'll get there at all. You know what? Not my problem. I'm going to chalk this up to not my problem.
Good.
Anyway, my sleeping habits are all messed up because I stay up till 3:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays every week. So that makes, sometimes on Sunday night you look up and you're like,
why am I up?
Why am I awake still? I have done everything I could do to pass out. Everything I know to do to pass out, I've done it. Why am I still awake? It's tough. All right. Anyway, but I learned how to say Simone Fontecchio.
Yep.
Anyway, he missed a three-pointer, this guy. And then an American fella, his name's Myron Gardner.
Yes.
Who played collegiately at Little Rock. Shouts to Little Rock. Anyway, he popped Scotty Pippen Jr. pretty good while both were positioning for a rebound, right?
Yep.
And then Gardner, Gardner started it, if you want me to tell the truth. But then Gardner jumped for the rebound, and then Scotty Pippen Jr. tossed him out of bounds. Down on the court, on the baseline, all right? So that happens, and now we're going the other way.
Yep.
All right? You can pick it up from here. Let's watch this. It's hilarious. Kyra, hit your little button.
Very talented offensive play.
Here's the rebound. Boom. Pop. That was the first one. Now you got to fall down.
That was a flop.
Gardner took a spin.
Now watch this. Shoot it. Now you're going to get popped. Boom.
Pippen Jr.
All right. That was cheap. And you're going to pay for that, buddy. Watch this.
It's my favorite part.
Let's go. Boom. Uh-oh. Let's go. Let's go.
There you go, Javon. Get him out of the way.
Oh, this is very unfortunate.
Got to keep the starters on the bench.
It's not that unfortunate.
It felt very fortunate.
Be suspended.
It's Myron Gardner at the bottom of that pile.
And Pippen just got pulled away. Felt like I think he got disrespected by Myron Gardner there on that.
He did.
He did.
Well, Gardner bumped him from behind. It did not look dirty or malicious, just a collision. Replay will.
Damn, and the jaw threes, no less. The assault happened. He pushed him wearing the jaw threes. How dare you, Myron?
As Gardner took a spin as LOL.
Dude, okay.
No, Scotty Pippen threw him down.
That was a flop. That was a flop. Okay?
Here's my honest opinion / breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to pretend I saw every single interaction between Scotty Pippen Jr. and Myron Gardner on Saturday night. So I can't tell you for sure, like, exactly where it started, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you pick it up in that sequence, it is true that Myron Gardner started it. If you pick it up in that sequence. So, here's my honest, impartial breakdown. Not going to pretend I saw every single interaction between Myron Gardner and Scotty Pippen Jr. on Saturday. But in that sequence, here's the truth. Myron Gardner started it.
Yep.
Then Scotty Pippen Jr. cheap shot at him. Then Myron Gardner cheap shot at him again. And then Scotty Pippen Jr. ran after him like a maniac and shoved him in a way that led, very reasonably, I should add, to his ejection. Myron Gardner also ejected. And if I were the NBA, I think I'd just leave it right there. I'm not sure what the NBA will do, but that's what I would do.
Because here's why.
Just leave it right there. It feels like they handled that.
Here's why, and I watched it a million times like everybody else did. That one's on the official for not seeing that and stopping it right there.
You stop the first one, you never get the second one.
Yeah, that's right. And the thing is when Myron Gardner runs up behind him and cheap shots him and Scotty falls down, the ref does not see it. Like the ref, I saw a lot of people being like, well, the ref's just like looking at, no, the ref misses it. The ref's looking at the shot going up and the other ref across the way is not looking at them. And so
because your eyes naturally follow the ball.
Yeah. So they don't see it. Now I would argue, well, that's the ref's job. He's got to see it. So that's him missing that. You just can't blame Scotty because Scotty even yells at the ref when he's on the ground like, hey, are you going to do something?
Right.
And so he took it into his own hands.
I am not pro fighting just in general. Like, you don't have to prove anything to me. But on the other hand, I am anti-bitch. So that's anti-bitch, what Scottie Pippen did. Like, hey, man, you're not going to hit me like that. All right? I'll get thrown out of this game. There's only a few minutes left. We're down 24. I'll get thrown out of this game, but you're not going to hit me like that. I'm not a bitch. You're not going to hit me like that.
Yep.
All right? I like that.
I do too.
I don't mind it.
I like it too. I respect to Scotty. Respect to Scotty.
Respect to Scotty Pippen Jr.
I would have done the exact same thing.
I don't know that I would have done the exact same thing, but I like that he did that thing. I would like to think I would do the exact same thing. I'd probably just lay there and.
I love the chop to the throat too.
I love the point. Like, hey,
here we go.
Here we go. Hey, I'm coming to get you. I'd like to think that's how I would respond. I'd probably respond by just laying there and being like, "What'd you do that for?" You know, I'd do one of those. Like, "Hey, what'd you do that for?" Then I'd look at the ref like, "Why didn't you do something about that?" And then I'd probably just complain. I'd probably just complain about it. But I'd like to think I would react like Scotty Pippen Jr. Got something to him. Got that dog in him.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that back in the Oklahoma City series. Like, frankly, like if we're looking for any positive out of that series, it was Scotty Pippen Jr. So yeah, we knew he had a little bit of that in him.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I'm for it.
I'm for it as well.
If I were the NBA, I'd leave it right there.
Yes.
It feels like Myron and Scotty handled that themselves. We can let them pick it up when we see them again. But for now, if it were up to me, just leave it there.
Same.
Michael Eaves up next.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball. But the great teams let their performance do the talking. like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
How are you able to release and have an instrumental song become a huge deal?
And I forget who the disc jockey was, but he put the wrong side on. He put the Green Onions by mistake and played the B side instead of the A side.
No!
And that's when the change happened. These people started to call the station and say, play that song again.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South. I'm inside the Built Ford Tough studio, FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis. And on Mondays, I'm joined by Michael Eaves, who, of course, among other things, hosts Sports Center for ESPN. He joins me on Mondays. He's here right now. Michael Eaves, it's GP. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just sitting through another New England blizzard here.
Okay. I'm supposed to be heading your way. I have a 12:30 flight every Monday to LaGuardia. I'm not getting on it today. There are no flights to LaGuardia today. I'm supposed to go tomorrow. That's been canceled. Do you think I get there Wednesday?
I'd say by Wednesday, probably. Right. Once the snow stops and then people can actually start the removal process and not have to worry about redoing it every few hours, I think you'll be all right by then. But this is nuts, man. The last thing you want is a bunch of new snow on top of your old snow. And that snow we got like a month ago never went away because it's been so cold. Now we put another foot on top of it. I'm over this, man. Yeah, it's not even March yet. I'm already over winter.
I mean, I walk to work. When I'm in New York, I walk to work every day. It's about a 12-minute, 13-minute walk to the broadcast center. And for the past month, I've just been walking through ice. And, it's just gush, muddy, sort of ugly, messes up your shoes. In any city, when you have all that, but in New York, it's especially problematic because people are walking everywhere and you're having to navigate through this stuff. I'm ready for it to melt just like you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's all trash. It's just trash. It's so much trash.
It's a mess. All right. Well, we'll get back to normal at some point. Hey, let's talk Winter Olympics. They wrapped up this weekend in Italy. Men's hockey wins gold medal yesterday for the first time since 1980. I didn't get up like the rest of the world and watch it, I guess because my sleeping habits are so messed up, but I'm caught up. I saw the highlights. I've read all about it. It was a big deal. How big of a deal was it?
Oh, it's a huge deal. And I watched it. And it had all the excitement and tension that we as sports fans crave in the biggest games. It had all the things, right? Like in some regards, if you look at the stats, there's no way the U.S. team won. But that's why, the game's not played on paper. It's played on whatever the surface. In this case, it's ice. And for this team to beat Canada in a gold medal game, something they've not been able to do, was just remarkable. And also, Gary, the fact that it came on the heels of the women beating Canada for the gold medal. Like, you had all those storylines together, and for this squad to do it was phenomenal. The last time they even played for the gold medal against Canada was in 2010 in Vancouver, and they lost that one. But they hadn't won it since 1980. Everyone knows the Miracle on Ice, but that was so many generations ago for these kids. For them now to have their own moment and have the entire country behind them, I just thought it was spectacular theater.
Talk to me a little bit about Jack Hughes, because I'm hand to heart, like, I'm a sports fan, obviously. This is what I do for a living. But I don't follow the NHL. Not out of anything other than I don't think I have the capacity for it. It's just there's too much going on, and I got to focus on what I focus on. So the NHL is something that happens, and then we get to the Stanley Cup final, and I'm like, okay, this is fun. And when I watch it, I have a blast. But I don't follow it. I don't know these people. If last week you would have said, GP, who's Jack Hughes? I don't know that I would have got it. I don't know, just like somebody else, you could say, who's Kingston Flemings? And they might not get that just because they don't watch college basketball. Right. But then I saw it, and I saw the teeth, and I saw the smile, and I just started reading about him, and I was like, what an amazing story this is. Like, all of his brothers are top 10 picks, and his dad's this, and his mom's that. It was just sort of fun to, like, come into this story with total ignorance. Like, I don't know anything about anything, but now I'm going to immerse myself in it. And I was like, I couldn't stop reading about him and his family and the whole thing. I couldn't get enough of it.
So for non-hockey viewers and listeners, the Hughes family is the Manning family for hockey.
Yes.
Okay. So just think of Archie Manning and his kids, now his grandson, and what they've done in football. This is the Hughes family. Okay. Going all the way back to 1960 with the gold medal there, the U.S. won, and then in 1980, there's been a family lineage all the way through. And so, like, we think about hockey and all the star players that come in, especially as of late, where there's been, Sidney Crosby back in the day, Sid the Kid, Connor McDavid. You have these tremendous talents. Well, that's the Hughes family, and Jack Hughes and his brother, like, they're part of that. And so when he entered the NHL, you had all that American buildup that this could be the next American star hockey player in the NHL. And the family's obviously living up to it. And then now you have this moment on the world stage, the international stage, that just adds to it. But there are so many good stories, Gary, that we so often don't learn about for whatever reason, whether our attention is diverted elsewhere, or sometimes certain stories are hard to tell based on the sport in which they play. But the Hughes family, quintessential hockey family for sure.
Let's move to the PGA Tour, because interesting headline from yesterday. A young man named Jacob Bridgman wins for the first time on the PGA Tour. I imagine that's an awesome experience regardless of the circumstances. You get your first win on the PGA Tour. But to do it at Riviera, when you're in a final group with Roy McIlroy, and then you're congratulated immediately by Tiger Woods, I mean, come on, that's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, other than it being a major, I don't know what else you would want for your very first PGA Tour win. But he's just another one of those young, talented players, Gary, that's out here on the PGA Tour that they're not afraid of the moment so much. Now, we'll say he needed a big advantage after Saturday going into Sunday in order to claim that one-shot lead. But he did all the things to have that lead to begin with, right? So you got to get him credit for that. And to have Rory McIlroy in your group, knowing that Roy is as capable of anyone going low, especially on Sundays, and for Bridgman to hang on and win that thing, and all of a sudden, by the way, this is Tiger's event, signature event, like all the things you would add to it. For him, the question becomes, does this catapult him to a hot run? It just adds to his confidence, because he clearly has that. But does winning it under these circumstances on that golf course with Tiger Woods greeting you after, does it motivate you even more? You would like to think so. But one thing the kid showed, he's pretty unflappable.
And then Tiger, I guess, probably delivered or created the biggest headline from the weekend by leaving open the possibility that he will play at the Masters. Now, I heard one of your colleagues from ESPN on ESPN Radio this morning in the 7 o'clock hour, taking the kids to school. And he said, I'd be shocked if he actually tees it up at Augusta. But what do you think? Obviously it's possible, but do you think it's likely?
I don't think it's very likely, but anything with Tiger seemingly throughout his career, even in the late stages coming off injuries, has been possible.
Yeah.
He says he's hitting full shots, right? Now, we've not seen him hit any full shots, but he says he's hitting them. Then the question becomes walking the golf course.
Right.
After yet another back surgery on top of all the knee issues and leg and other back surgeries he's had. I mean, it will take a Herculean effort, I would believe, Gary, for him to be able to make it. But I think I'll say this, if it is all physically possible, I think he will do it. That's just his MO. That's what he does. Coming back from the car accident and the leg and, that was broken multiple places and literally almost dying. I said, and I've said it repeatedly, that him walking that golf course that following April and then making the cut is one of the gutsiest performances I've ever seen in sports, because he didn't have to do it. He didn't have to go out there and play, and he didn't have to keep fighting through that just to make the cut. But he did. And it just tells you what type of, not just player he is, but person. Like, he's truly committed to all things he does, and that sometimes requires you to play through extreme pain, like he did in 2008 with the broken leg at the U.S. Open at Torrey Pines. He's just that dude. Now, granted, he's 50 now, as he said. If it's possible, I think he'll be there. I would say it's just unlikely.
Like, he's 50, I'm 49, and I've had fewer surgeries than Tiger, but I wouldn't pretend I'm in better shape. But, like, we're similarly aged. And I am of the age now, and I'd be curious how you feel, because I know you had the knee. But, like, I am of the age now, I can play 18 holes and feel great. I can play tomorrow and feel great. By day 3, if I try to play 3 days in a row, I can tell. I start to feel like I know I'm playing 3 days in a row now, and that doesn't even usually involve walking. And this is the point I've heard other people make. Like, It's not that he can't hold a golf club and swing it necessarily, but trying to walk that course 2 days in a row or 4 days in a row gets very, very difficult for a person his age, particularly a person with his body.
Yes, because it's the combination of the things, right? So you just throw the ailments, if we will, in there. Yeah. Knee surgeries, back surgeries, broken leg. You put it all together, that's difficult, right? But then from a walking standpoint, and that's fatigue. Now, you can condition yourself all you want to, but there's nothing quite like the walk at Augusta National. But then even beyond that, Gary, it's the fact that your body, as you get older, does not recover as fast.
Right.
And so his recovery regimen is way more important than his golf preparation once he gets to tournament week. Right. And that's never been the case for him. I mean, way back in the day in his prime, like he would play, he'd go run 3 miles after a tournament. Like he was just wired that way. And that's how committed he was to being physically fit. Now it's all about recovery. Now he does a lot of weight training. Obviously he's in the gym. You can tell by looking at him, but it's still the recovery, right? So you do all of that. Now you got to turn around and do it sometimes less than 24 hours later. Do you have enough time to recover and then rest? And so far that's been the struggle for Tiger, even when he's made these cuts at Augusta National, is once he gets to the weekend, how much does he have left in the tank?
I know you've been a million times. Do you know if you're going this year?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll be there.
Okay. I think I'm going. I think I've never been. Cool. I've been to Augusta a million times. I've never been to Augusta National. And I think I'm finally pulling the trigger. Like, I think I decided this weekend, just, I don't know. There's like, I sort of had this moment where it's like, tomorrow's not promised. I don't want to get weird about it, but like, tomorrow's 100%. Not promised. And like, I keep talking about I need to go, or I'd like to go. I guess I don't need to, but I'd like to go. And like, tomorrow's not promised. Maybe I should just knock it out next month. So, or in April. So I think I'm going. I look forward to seeing you there if I am there. Let's, a couple more things for you. Interesting NBA on Sunday night. It's now taken prime time on NBC. Yeah, the Celtics and the Lakers and the Pat Riley statue. I saw you tweet the picture of the statue. Not all statues look great. Looking at you, Dwayne Wade. I thought that was a great looking statue. The Pat Riley statue works.
Yeah, it does. And I'll say this, like, the one thing that the Lakers have always done when it comes to honoring their greats, their legends, their icons, they always get it right.
Yeah.
From the ceremony to the statue itself, they always get it right. And for them to honor Pat Riley in a way that it's absolutely deserved based on what he did for that franchise, but to also do it before he died, even though he's part of another organization, I think is top class by the Lakers. But yeah, it should look a certain way, right? It should remind you of what that person was like in that moment. And yeah, the Lakers always get it right, from Kobe to Shaq to Magic to Kareem, Elgin, like all of them, Chick Hearn, all of them. Wayne Gretzky's out there as well in front of Staples Center. I'll always call it Staples Center, by the way. Yeah, they get it right, and they did very well by Pat.
And then you just get it sort of like we actually went to dinner, and in the restaurant they had the TVs on, and it was Lakers Celtics, and so we were just sort of all watching the basketball game in a way that we probably wouldn't have been watching it if we were home. And there's the Celtics, and my middle guy was like, so the Lakers were losing. He was like, are the Lakers not any good this season? I was like, well, they got like 3 players, and one of them's like close to my age, and that's a problem. But there's Jaylen Brown, and afterwards LeBron was asked about him, and he said, I didn't like what he said about Bronny in Summer League, but yeah, I could endorse him for MVP. And there's some thought that Jason Tatum could be coming back soon. I think we thought this was a lost year for the Celtics. Is it maybe not?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They got the second best record in the East right now. Yeah. And no one would have predicted that without Jason Tatum. I mean, that's just fair. I think it says a lot about Jaylen Brown for sure. And if you want to put him in your MVP conversation, you have every reason to. But also, I think you got to take it to the head coach. I mean, what Joe Mazzulla has done in the wake of so much doubt cannot be understated. I don't know if I don't think they're the best team in the East. I really don't. Even adding Nikola Vucevic, I think was a huge addition for them. I still like the Pistons, quite honestly. I thought the Pistons may have been the best team in the East last year. I had a bad call in that series against the Knicks that may have turned the entire tide of the entire NBA Finals picture. And Cade Cunningham, I think, would probably be my MVP right now if I had to vote, even ahead of maybe Wemby. But what the Celtics have done is just a reminder that they were more than just Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, because both of them by themselves could lead pretty much any team in the league. And Jaylen Brown is proving his worthiness of being considered one of the best in the league, and just how talented he is in having the ability to carry a team.
Last thing before I get you out of here, I saw you tweet about it. I guess it was always unlikely the Epstein files would not collide with sports in some form. And so now here we are. Casey Wasserman, who's an incredibly impactful figure in the world of entertainment and sports. He's the chair of the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. And he's caught up in this now because of some emails that were unveiled that show some weird interactions with Ghislaine Maxwell, who, of course, the story. Is he going to survive this, or is he going to have to resign his position?
I don't know. And that's not a cop-out. I'm a little surprised that he hasn't resigned by now. So if he was going to, I think he already would have. Now, the question becomes, if something else is revealed, he gets forced out. That's one thing. But what happened with his agency, and the reason he left that, is because so many of the clients were leaving, and the reason they stayed was because of his involvement, or his being revealed that he was in some of these Epstein emails, and the fact that he was having correspondence with Ghislaine Maxwell. So that's specifically why they left. So that's hurting business. That's bad for business, right? And so he understood it's better for me to leave and let the business continue to flourish, and I'll just step away and it can keep pushing. But the Olympics is a different deal, right? It's not so much about making money like a business, although it requires money to host the games. But I would think, Gary, that if there was enough outrage by now, he would have been gone already. And I think what helps in his, I even hate to use that word, but in his, what he would contend would be, I was talking to her about women of age. There's nothing linking me to anyone of underage women or women that may have been specifically trafficked in that regard. So at least he has that as his defense in this situation. But again, if this gets any worse, which it feels like every time something else comes out, it does get worse, then you wonder how much longer he could survive in that position.
That is Michael Eaves from ESPN. Make sure you're following him on X at Michael Eaves. That's at Michael Eaves. You're the best, buddy. I appreciate you being here. I'll talk to you next Monday.
All right, y'all be good.
All right, bye-bye. Michael Eaves from ESPN. Did you get up yesterday morning and watch the hockey live?
Hell yeah, I
Hell
did.
Yeah, you did. You were fired up.
Yes, sir, I was. That was great stuff. It was extremely compelling. I was fired up going into it. That game delivered, man. That was good stuff.
I learned a lot about myself over the past couple of weeks.
What do you mean?
I just learned a lot about myself. I like the Olympics more than I thought I liked the Olympics. I've been not anti-Olympics, but dismissive of the Olympics.
Yeah, I've been a little dismissive like that, to my disliking.
Hey, I'm sorry I disappointed you. That's on me. I'm going to own that.
That's okay.
No, I was out of line. I'm going to own that. I was out of line. It was like, the Winter Olympics are coming up. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Because, first off, 2 nights of the week, I'm like in a studio all night long.
Mm-hmm.
I can't watch it with you. During the day, I got no shot.
Yep.
I can't turn on the TV during the day. And then 2 nights, I can't turn on the TV at night other than college basketball. I'm in the studio.
Yep.
So I'm just out the game. And this happens every Winter Olympics because I'm doing, you know what my jobs are.
Yep.
Okay. So you were like, Winter Olympics. And I was like, it's cute. You're a little skiing and you're a little ice skating. You're a little jumping around. That's cute. I know about Lindsey Vonn.
Yep.
That's tragic. She almost lost her leg.
I know, man. It's tragic. Yep.
Could you imagine a one-legged Lindsey Vonn?
No, I couldn't even fathom.
Couldn't fathom.
Mm-mm.
Couldn't fathom. So I was like, it's cute. Have fun if you want to. I'll see you on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But then I told you a couple weeks ago, I came home on a Thursday and I really just wanted to, like, I'm just being sincere, spend time with my family. Just like sit with my family. Just like, I want us to all to sit together. I don't really care what we're doing. I just like to sit together.
Yep.
And I said, hey, they say the Olympics is great for families. So
Yes.
let's try it. Tape delay. And I fell in love. But here's what I learned. I don't actually love the Winter Olympics. You know what I love?
Winter Olympics highlights.
I love tape delay Winter Olympics.
Yeah. You just want a nice little prepackaged, tell me what happened in 3 minutes.
Here's what I need.
Yep.
I'm going to give you 7 to 10. All right? I'm going to sit down in this chair. I'm going to pour me a drink. I'm going to give you 7 to 10. You got 3 hours. I need you to tell me who these people are. Tell me why I should care. Somebody's got a sister who got cancer. Got a dad who just died. Everybody's got something going on. Tell me about that. Get me emotionally invested in these people's stories. And then let's watch them compete. Highlights. I don't need to see the whole thing. I don't need to see everybody. Tell me a story. Make me care. Then show me what happens. And I'll try my best to not know in advance of that. And that's great television.
Yep.
I love tape delay Olympics.
And it probably would have been good for that specific game because the U.S. actually, if we're being honest, they might not should have won the game. Canada played pretty well in that game. In fact, they say that the better team lost.
Better team lost.
But that doesn't get you a gold medal.
It doesn't get you a gold medel. Congrats on being the better team that lost. Here's your silver.
Yeah. And Jack Hughes, that was awesome. He plays for the Devils, who are, I don't think they're a playoff team in hockey this year.
First off, when I said that to Michael Eaves, do I sound like a complete idiot?
No, I didn't think so.
Like when I'm like, because I'm just telling you the truth, I did not know who Jack Hughes was. I do not know the Hughes family is the Manning family this time yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't know that part either.
Okay, I genuinely just was like, so this is interesting. Jack Hughes, who is that? And I just started Googling Jack Hughes and reading everything I could find about him. And by the time I got like halfway through, I was like, well, man, this is a wild deal. What a family.
To me, the most fascinating thing about that winning goal is the fact that he did it minutes after getting his front teeth knocked out. Because, buddy, if I got my front teeth knocked, and I know hockey players are built different, like, take me to the hospital.
Right now.
Right now. Give me medication and take me to the hospital immediately if my front teeth get knocked out.
No, he just said, I'll keep playing hockey.
I'm good. I'm fine.
Darren Peterson wouldn't.
No, I don't think so.
No shot.
In fact, I know so.
There's no shot Darren Peterson finishes that game.
Yeah, this man played right through it. So that was just impressive in its own right. It was cool, man. It was a really good moment. And I know, like, obviously, you can't make it into this big underdog story because the U.S. has been playing with college players for all these years. Now they get to play with the pro players, with the NHL players. And so, yeah, you're going to be one of the favorites if you get some of the best players in the world on your roster.
Famously, Al Michaels said, do you believe in miracles?
Yes.
You did not have to believe in a miracle for to believe the United States could win
their
yesterday.
Team was loaded.
Yeah, okay? We had Jack Hughes, for crying out loud.
Yeah, their team was loaded.
And forget that I didn't know who Jack Hughes was 2 days ago. All right? I know who he is now, and we had him.
Yep.
So we were good. Nothing miracle about it.
Mm-hmm.
Still fun.
It was awesome.
People enjoyed it.
Yep.
I watched it on tape delay.
Sorry to Canada, man.
It's a rough go for them.
Men and women got them.
Yeah, man, they having a rough go.
Yeah.
Men can't win a gold medal no more. Women can't win a gold medal no more.
Sorry.
Your favorite hip-hop artist is a master manipulator and a habitual liar, too.
It's tough.
Certified pedophile.
That's tough.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at
Played
that.
right through it, dude. Like, I got to go to the hospital immediately if that happens to me.
Number 1 pick in the draft, like a month after he turned 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What a story this guy is.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have known more about him.
Can you, well, I say I got to go to the hospital, like, but.
You got to go to the Smile Center. You got to go see Dr. Mady Sadeghi.
Well, yeah, but like, I would have assumed typically, like, when you get your teeth knocked out, that's probably happening in off hours. Like, dentist offices work like 5 hours a day. So, like, you know, it's.
I feel like I could text Dr. Mady and be like, I need you.
Can you get me in?
Yeah, can you get me in? I feel like I could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, probably so.
I think I could do that.
Probably so.
All right.
Good on him, man.
Hey,
Get you some new
congratulations.
teeth, Jack, and good luck the rest of the way. And thank you.
I didn't know it. I didn't know it when you knew it. All right. I didn't know we had a gold medal in our grasp when you knew it. I was sound asleep. But about 9 hours later, USA. I was fired up.
USA.
About 9 hours later, I was fired up. It's a good day.
It was a great day.
I like tape delay Olympics, man.
We did.
I'm not even looking forward to the LA Olympics.
May I update you?
Because they're going to be live. We'll be watching them live.
Yes. Those will be live.
I don't like that.
No, I'm in. No, yeah, you're going to love that. You know why? Because it's going to be like those West Coast, like late. Dude, imagine like Friday, Saturday night Olympics, West Coast. Like, bro, we're going to be staying up late.
I don't know.
For
I
these
kind of
gold
like
medal
tape
events.
delay.
It'll be fun.
I kind of like tape delay.
I'm excited about that. We did finish second in medals. We had 33 total. We finished second in gold medals. Norway ran away with the whole thing. They kicked everyone's ass in these Winter Olympics. And rightfully so. I mean, that's a winter. It's a winter country.
It's a winter country.
It's a winter country. They have snow all year long, I think.
We have blizzards sometimes.
Yeah.
They live in it.
They live in it. They're built for this. They have literal competitions named after them.
Let's see what Norway wants to do in the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, bring your ass to LA.
Hey, bring your ass to LA, Norway.
Yeah.
Hey, bring your ass to LA, Norway. Let's see what's up.
Yeah.
Let's see what's up in LA.
So I had a great time. I thoroughly enjoyed the Winter Olympics, and I'm looking forward to. Is summer next year? Summer's next year.
2028.
28.
LA Olympics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm in.
I'm in too. Let's say, hey, Norway. Let's see how good you are at.
Yeah. Bring your ass to the States.
Yeah. Let's see how you are. Let's see how good you are at hurdles.
Mm-hmm. I bet not as good as we are.
You want a pole vault, Norway?
Mm-hmm.
You want to pole vault a little bit?
Basketball? Ever heard of
Norway,
it?
we are going to F you up.
I don't know if they qualify.
Wait till
I don't know if they're going to qualify.
Wait till you see what Anthony Edwards does to you.
Yeah, it's over.
Congratulations on your little skiing gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're going to get impregnated by Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
And he will not take care of your baby.
Okay.
I mean, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
He
wouldn't. I like Anthony Edwards like everybody else, but he would not take care of that baby.
Took that a little too far.
Anthony Edwards is going to impregnate Norway and then refuse to take responsibility. That's what I'm predicting in 2028.
Okay, that's fine.
Come get some, Norway. Come get some, Norway. You're feeling all good with your little cold gold medals. Can you get some warm ones?
Mm-hmm. No. The answer is no.
The answer is no. You're going to get impregnated by Anthony Edwards. He will refuse to take responsibility for the child.
Tough scene.
It's a tough scene.
Tough scene.
Anyway, I like tape delay Olympics.
Okay, good.
All right. Hey, we put it off as long as we could.
You're saying that a lot lately. I feel like,
like
we've already done this show like 5 times recently.
At what point do we just start ignoring the Tigers? We just say, you know what? Out of sight, out of mind. We're not even going to look at it.
There's only a handful of games left.
We have to focus.
Yeah,
we have to pay
lock
attention.
in.
We have to lock in.
Yep.
All right. They lost again.
Mm-hmm.
This time to UAB at home.
Okay.
We battled for the bones and lost. We don't have football bones. We don't have basketball bones.
Nope.
How's our women's basketball team doing?
I don't think great. I think ever since Joy Lee left, it's been bad. I don't think it's going great.
I mean, Jesus Lord.
Yeah.
We probably don't have those bones either.
I don't think so. I'll let you know after the break.
You think, hey, look up some baseball bones. Do we have any baseball bones?
Let me do a deep dive. I'll let you know after the break.
My God. All right. We'll do our best next.
Hey, Grind City, got uninvited house guests? When it comes to bugs, we don't bluff. we Terminex it. Don't let a pest problem spin out of control. Our pest-free 365 Plus plan protects against up to 39 different kinds of pests. Even better, Grizz fans can take $50 off by visiting Terminex.com and enter code SAVE50. Terms apply. With more than 95 years of experience squashing pest issues big and small, we're set to square off against the toughest bugs out there. Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
I risk my life to tell y'all these truths.
Cat Williams is back. Brand new material, a new tour, and the same legendary laughter he's delivered for decades.
Nick Cannon got 136 children, Jesus. Did you know that?
Always classic, always Cat.
White people are friendly. You can call them at 3 o'clock in the morning with the wrong number and they won't even be mad at you. Hello? No, I'm sorry. No Shaquita here.
The Golden Age Tour. March 6th in FedEx Forum. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org. Now I got 5 more things you need to know.
Number 1.
Penny Hardaway's Tigers lost a 4th straight game yesterday. It happened inside FedEx Forum. They battled for the bones and lost. It was ugly. Memphis is now 12-15. I asked you before we went to break, like, what bones do we possess now? We lost our football bones to an interim coach and a backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We lost our men's basketball bones yesterday. We battled with UAB for bones. We lost our football bones. We lost our men's basketball bones. Do we have women's basketball bones?
I got bad news for you, buddy.
Shit.
The Lady Tigers are sitting at 2-12 in American Conference play, which is good for last place in the conference, and they have already lost at UAB this season. They do get a chance to make up for it. They play them here on March 4th, but rough season for them.
I had no idea.
I did not. I knew that they weren't having a good season. I did not know it was last place in the American bad.
It's a tough.
Should we stop talking bad about the American? Should we just stop doing that?
It is hilarious.
I will not be swayed.
Here's the problem. Let me tell you the problem. The problem is that both things can be true at the same time, but too many people won't recognize that.
Mm-hmm.
The downfall of Memphis's athletic department is directly tied to the downfall of the American Athletic Conference. To Houston leaving, Central Florida leaving, Cincinnati leaving, all of that stuff. The downfall of Memphis athletics is most directly tied to the downfall of the American Athletic Conference. So when you and I and Vernon and Jess and other people say Memphis needs to get out of this league. Memphis doesn't belong in this league. That is 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a Tulane fan or a UAB fan or a South Florida fan, and you hear me or you or Vernon or Jess say that, you know what you would...
Who the hell do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Bro, who do you think you are? You're too good for us. You can't... How about win it 2 years in a row and then say you're too good for us? Like when Gonzaga, they say, you know, we don't feel like we have a peer in the West Coast Conference. And then they go out and win it every year. Like Mark Few wins it almost every year. And then they win the conference tournament almost every year. So they say, hey, we're too good for this league. We have no peer. And they go, really? Why do you say that? And they go, hey, well, look at our trophy case. Here's why we say that. Look at our trophy case. See, this is the trophy they gave out last year. We got that. The year before that, we got that one.
Yep.
Year before that, we got that one. That's not all exactly true. St. Mary's wins it sometimes. But it's mostly true. They say we are better than everybody else in our league, and we can prove it to you with our trophy case. Memphis says we're better than everybody else in our league. But don't ask to see our trophy case. So I get it.
I get it, too.
I get it. Like when the South Florida fans are like, why is this guy talking about Memphis is too good for the American? And they just lost to UAB, and they're 12-15.
Yeah, that's probably a bad example because they also think they're too good for the American.
I get it.
Yeah.
I know how it can sound, but it doesn't make it less true. Memphis needs to get out of this league.
Yes.
Your league can bring you down. As I've said a million times, they're in a bad neighborhood. It was a pretty good neighborhood once upon a time, and all your good neighbors moved out, and they've been replaced by bad neighbors. And you look around and you're like, how do I live here? Where'd everybody go? It's bad. It's tough. But you should still be able to beat UAB at home on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Among the quotes from yesterday, Penny said, losing sucks. You know, we're going through some adversity, and everybody in this room and in this city goes through adversity, and we just got to work ourselves out of it somehow, some way. He was asked about making the American Conference Tournament. Do you realize that's in play?
I did not until yesterday.
Do you realize we've spent this whole year talking about, well, you just get to the conference tournament and see what happens?
They might not make it.
I mean, I think they're going to.
I think they're going to because
But the idea on February 22nd, the head coach at Memphis was asked, have you started thinking about what it might be like if you missed the American Conference Tournament? The idea that the Memphis basketball coach would ever be asked that question on February 22nd is crazy.
I mean, dude, it's not out of the question. They could easily lose these last 4 games.
I mean, they could easily lose.
They could.
It ain't hard to lose for them.
Right.
They're 0-6 in Quadrant 1, 2-11 in the first 2 quadrants with 3 Quadrant 3 losses and a Quadrant 4 loss. Yeah, they can win. They can lose to anybody. The next 4 are Wichita State, East Carolina, South Florida, Tulane, 2 at home, 2 on the road, 2 Quadrant 3 games, a Quadrant 4 game, and a Quadrant 2 game. So you can look at some teams in the country and go, well, they haven't lost a Quadrant 4 game all season long. They're not going to lose that one. Oh, no, they've lost a Quadrant 4 game. Well, they haven't lost a Quadrant 3 game all season long, so they're not going to lose that one. Oh, yeah, they've lost 3 Quadrant 3 games. They can lose those. Yeah, they can lose all 4 of these. It's in play. But like we talked about last week, it is starting to sound like he's probably going to be back with a general manager and an ultimatum. And we'll enter next season with everybody understanding the score. And so when we were talking next February 23rd, we won't be wondering about where this is going, I don't think. I think by this time next year, literally 1 year from today, I think we'll have a good idea whether Penny Hardaway is going to continue to be the coach at Memphis. Because 1 year from today, we will either know he's winning his league and on his way to the NCAA tournament, or he's not. And if he's not, I think everybody will understand that's probably it. Himself included.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't go back-to-back seasons at Memphis with everything put into it like this. Yeah. I mean, this is going to go down as one of the worst seasons in program history, probably.
Yeah. And it's financially devastating as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure the numbers will come out at some point. But if you look at the revenue that this men's basketball program used to create and compare it to where it's at right now, it's financially devastating. That university, that athletic department cannot afford for this basketball program to suffer in this way too long. That is why they pulled the plug on Tubby Smith after 2 years. And if this were anybody other than Penny Hardaway, they would pull the plug already. It would have been done. But it is Penny Hardaway, and that matters.
Yes.
It does matter.
Absolutely.
And I think where I have gotten on this, because I go back and forth on it. I think where I've sort of landed on this is that I don't know if giving him another year will lead to anything good. I don't know that. If I were betting, it feels a little bit like you're delaying the inevitable. It feels like you're putting off for one more year what most people know is going to have to happen at some point, probably sooner rather than later. That's what it feels like. I'm not hoping for that. You know what I hope? I hope he gets the best transfer portal class he could possibly get this offseason, has a team that looks compelling on paper, and then
back in the tournament.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I'm not confident in that, but that is what I want. So I can't promise you that good things are going to happen if he is given another year. But what I do think I believe at this point, if I'm being honest with you, is that's probably the right thing to do. It's probably the right thing to do. I don't know that it's the smart thing to do for your athletic department. It's not what other athletic departments would do. But this is a very unique situation. This isn't even like the Syracuse situation. At Syracuse, proud basketball program, right now being coached by an alum, Red Autry, and it's bad. If you ever want to know that you're not alone as a Memphis fan, like seriously, do this. Type in Syracuse basketball into a Twitter search and look at the Carrier Dome. It's empty. There's nobody there. That's Syracuse basketball. There's nobody there. They're about to miss the NCAA tournament for the 5th consecutive year. At least Memphis was in it last year.
Right.
They're about to miss Syracuse. Carmelo Anthony played there, won a national championship. Jim Boeheim went to the tournament basically every year. They're about to miss it for the 5th straight year. They've got an alum coaching them. He's probably going to get fired in less than a month. It's similar in the sense it's a proud basketball program being coached by an alum that's fallen off and nobody's going to the games. It's different because Red Autry is not Penny Hardaway. He doesn't matter like that. Penny matters here. And I think probably, because if you were to move on him after this season, as we talked about last week, there is a portion of the fan base that would be glad you did it, but there's another portion of the fan base that would think that you did him dirty, that you did him wrong. And in truth, nobody other than Penny Hardaway could have lasted this long with these results and this chaos within the program. Not constant, but too much. Nobody else could survive this. Nobody else would still have the job. But he is Penny Hardaway. And so those people who would think you did him dirty, I think they'd probably be wrong. I think you could probably counterpoint that by saying, if you think he deserved a year 9, whatever, but the truth is he didn't deserve a year 6. He didn't deserve a year 7, whatever, right? Like it should have never even got to this point. But those people will forever, 10 toes down, say he went to the NCAA tournament in 2025, won the conference, got a 5 seed. One of his most important players got hurt. They lost. And then he got screwed by the NCAA on Dane Danger on a waiver. PJ Haggerty strung him out, and you know what happened there. And he just got caught. The same way Scott Drew just got caught. You know who else has a bad basketball team right now? Scott Drew. Won the national championship in 2021. Will be a Naismith Memorial Hall of Famer someday. And his team sucks. You want to know why? They returned nobody. They had to totally remake the roster, every player in one offseason. And they stink. Would you fire Scott Drew?
No.
Of course not, right? So what these people will tell you is that Penny Hardaway is having a bad year after a great year. Just like Scott Drew, just like Shaka Smart. Marquette's not going to fire Shaka Smart for one bad year. Baylor's not going to fire Scott Drew for one bad year. Why are you going to fire the guy you tell us is your favorite alum after one bad year? Now, the counterpoint to that is it hadn't been one bad year. It's been an 8-year run below Memphis historical standards. That's how you argue back. But you'll never get away from, he was in the tournament last March, and you fired him this March? You say you love that guy. And then you just discarded him less than a year after he had the thing that you say you want. We all know the sports change. So now the bar's moved. We don't need you to, when he got the job, he wanted to go win a national championship. He said that. Let's be honest. You can't do that out of the American these days. You just can't. Like, the job has changed so much. He has gone from somebody who could reasonably recruit Jalen Duren to where you could not recruit Jalen Duren today.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you. I am telling you, you can't. The Memphis basketball coach, whoever it is, make it Penny Hardaway or John Shire or John Calipari, it doesn't matter, could not recruit Jalen Duren today. Could not get that done. But you could get it done just a few years ago. That's how much the job's changed.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't won a national championship at Memphis, all right? You can't do that right now. Until you get a different league, you can't get players to come to this league. For the first time in our lives, the league that Memphis plays in is negatively impacting the men's basketball program. For the first time in our life. Keith Lee was fine playing in the Metro. Penny Hardaway was fine playing in the Great Midwest. Derrick Rose was fine playing in Conference USA. Jalen Duren was fine playing in the American. You can't get those players to play in this version of the American. Can't win a national championship. Can you just win your league then? That's where we're at. You're in a shit league. Can you win it every year? Or at least like you should. On paper, do you have the best team every year and you win it more often than not? Can you treat the American the way Gonzaga has treated the WCC? That's where the bar is right now. It's not compete with Kansas and Kentucky to win national championships. It's be the Gonzaga of the American until you're out of the American. Well, he did that last year.
Yep.
He did that last year. So let's give him another shot and see if he can get back to doing that. Am I optimistic? I'm skeptical. But I feel like that's the proper thing to do, probably.
I do too. Absolutely. I think he deserves the right to try to fix it.
That way, if it goes bad next season, everybody can sit down and we have an adult conversation. Hey, man, last year was a disaster. We gave you all the money to roster build. You had more money and more things at your fingertips than any other team in your league. You didn't have as much money as Kentucky or Arkansas, but you had more money than South Florida and everybody else in your league. Now take this money and go build a team that we can be proud of. If you do it, you can come back next year.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, it's time to move on. Everybody will know that. Everybody will know that going in. And then let's see how it goes. Yep. But it feels like that's where we're going to be unless like this thing really bottoms out. If it really bottoms out, then you might, like I said last week, a week before Kansas State fired Jerome Tang, they did not plan on doing that. Mm-hmm. It just got to a place where they felt like we did not want to do this, but now we have to. I hope it doesn't get to that point. But yesterday was not a good sign.
No.
Yesterday was not a good sign. Hit your button.
Number 2.
The March Madness Bracket Preview was unveiled on CBS on Saturday. So they started doing this. It's a little bit like the college football playoff ranking show that they do weekly, except they only do it once on CBS. We ain't trying to squeeze that too tight. So what they do, the selection committee, it's the actual selection committee, and they tell us, as of Saturday morning, who would be the 4 number 1 seeds, who would be the 4 number 2 seeds, who would be the 4 number 3 seeds, and who would be the 4 number 4 seeds. So 16 total teams are going to be unveiled as the top 16 teams in the bracket. The 1 seeds were Michigan, Duke, Arizona, Iowa State. UConn was the top number 2 seed. In all, you get to 16 teams. And if you're curious, and I doubt that you are, but it's my show, and I'll tell you what I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Of the 16 teams that were in the bracket preview, 15 of the 16 were in the top 16 of the top 25-1 on Saturday morning. The only one I missed is they had Texas Tech in their top 16, and I don't because I just watched last week Texas Tech's best player tear his ACL. And there's a computer over at evanmia.com that can show you with JT Toppin in Texas Tech's rotation, it's a top 15 team in the country. But then you remove him from their rotation, and then you run the numbers again, and you know where that team falls? Outside of the top 40. So I don't have Texas Tech in my top 16 because when you lose your best player, who happens to be also one of the best players in the world, you're probably not a top 16 team anymore. So I had St. John's in my top 16.
All right.
They had Texas Tech. No St. John's. I had St. John's, no Texas Tech. But that's the only miss. I had the 4 number 1 seeds exactly right. 3 of the 2 seeds exactly right. 3 of the 3 seeds exactly right. 3 of the 4 seeds exactly right. Only difference, I had as a 2 seed Florida and as a 3 seed UConn. And the committee had UConn as a 2 and Florida as a 3. And then the other difference was I had St. John's as a 4, no Texas Tech. They had Texas Tech as a 4, no St. John's. But 15 of the 16, exactly the same. I bring this up because I get online bullied all season, all November, all December, all January, all February. I rank 26 basketball teams every single morning of the season. And immediately the internet tells me I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Sometimes they say you're a bald idiot. Sometimes they say you look like a penis.
The internet's mean, man.
You don't have to tell me. I live it every day.
Yeah.
So it's refreshing. This happens every year. I rank 26 basketball teams every morning. The internet tells me I'm stupid every day. And then they put the actual selection committee, they put them into a room, and they spend all week looking at data. They put them in a resort, nice hotel, conference room. They get all their computers out. They got a whole committee. And they talk about it, and they argue in the debate, and then they put out a top 16. And you know what it looks like? The top 25-1.
Yeah. That's good. That would make me feel good. What fan base bullies the most? It
depends. It could change any day.
You don't want to say.
No. It could change any day. It's whichever one feels offended today. It's UConn right now because I have UConn lower than most.
I just want to know who I should be rooting against this March Madness season.
I really do that. I root people all the time. This is the biggest. Let me talk to you for a second. Let me talk to you about a second. This is the biggest misconception you guys have about people like me who have jobs like me. People think you hate schools. Like, oh, GP's always hated. I mean, it is wild what you'll see on the internet. I will read this about myself. Well, GP's always hated Clemson. And I'm like, what? What are you even talking? Like, I don't even think of Clemson. Why would I hate Clemson? I don't even think, like, not only do I not hate Clemson, I don't even think, I have no emotion about Clemson. It'd be like if you, like there's somebody in your life, like sorta, like you see them twice a year and they're like, yeah, I know he hates me. And I'm like, I don't even think about you. What are you talking about? You don't matter to me at all. I don't even mean that in a mean way. I mean, I don't think about you. So I don't hate you. I have no opinion about you. If I thought about you, I might hate you, but you don't even occupy that much space in my head for me to hate you. I don't love you. I don't hate you. I know you're nothing. I got other things to worry about. But you get accused of that all the time when you have a job like this. Well, he hates this and he hates that. He always hated this. Here's the truth. You know what you hate? You know what you really grow to hate? Crazy fans. It's not schools. Why would I hate a school? It's not states. Why would I hate a state? It can be coaches because there are some I like and some I don't. So I actually do. Like there are coaches I like to see do well. And there are coaches, I don't root against them, but like, I don't mind when they lose. Like, look at that guy. Oh, he's on a 4-game losing streak.
You were about to say a name. Yeah.
I mean, I can give you some names.
Go ahead.
Nah. I'll text you.
Okay.
I'll text you. So, we don't really hate the schools the way you think we do, or the teams the way you think we do, or even the coaches the way you think we do. You know what we start to hate? Crazy fans who tweet you every day. Crazy stuff that makes no sense. Because when you do something like rank basketball teams every morning, about 9 out of every 10, maybe 19 out of every 20 replies are just nonsensical. They come from, I say this as nicely as I can say it. Not everybody who replies to stuff on social media like this is a dummy. Not everybody. But a lot of them are. They just are. And you get enough of them in your mentions every day, you start rooting against that team. Not because you have anything to do with that team, but because you just want this random person who tweets you every day to be upset.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I get that.
I
get that.
I deal with it. So, right now it's UConn fans. But, like, last week it was Purdue fans. And Purdue fans used to love me. And then they'll just flip on you every day because they think your ranking of their basketball team isn't what they think it should be. I always try to put myself in their shoes and go, if Jeff Passan ranked baseball teams every morning, would I call him a GD idiot if he had the Mets 4th instead of 2nd? And the answer is no. I just can't even imagine doing that. I appreciate that people care, but it is wild to me that you would wake up and just, like, on Valentine's Day, decide I'm going to tweet a columnist that I've never met because his ranking of my favorite basketball team is 3 spots lower than I think it should be, even if he could explain it perfectly sensibly if I asked him to. So that's what I deal with.
By the way, I wanted to ask you real quick, just from looking at like these projections, is an SEC team even going to have an opportunity to be a number 1 seed in this tournament?
Maybe Florida, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
But Florida would be the one.
That's wild to think about, that there might not even be an opportunity for when we talk about how good that league is.
There was a thought for a while that the SEC would get more teams in the NCAA tournament than any other league and not have a legitimate national championship contender. Florida has sort of bucked that. Like, they're good. Florida's going to win that league, or at least should win that league, and looks like they could go back-to-back. Different team, different guards, but that team looks like it could go back-to-back now. So I don't know if they're going to have the resume to get all the way up to the 1 line, because, like, it almost feels like Michigan, Duke, Arizona are just there.
Locked in.
They're just there. So we're fighting for 1 spot. Iowa State, Houston, UConn. Florida can be a top part of that conversation, but they started 5-4. When you start 5-4, like, Duke might not lose 4 times before Selection Sunday, period. And Florida lost 4 times in its first 9 games. So they've been climbing a mountain the whole time, but whether they're a 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 4 seed, that's a team that could win the national championship. It looks like. Either way, this is the point. The top 25-1 deserves more respect. All right?
It's got mine.
I wake up every day and I put together something that basically is the blueprint for an entire committee. I gave you what they gave you. I gave it to you before they gave it to you. And the only difference was St. John's and Texas Tech. And I bet I could win that argument with the committee if I had to have that argument. Okay. So I was feeling pretty good.
Good.
This is what I do when I feel pretty good.
Don't do that.
I do this.
You hurt yourself.
This is what I do. This is what I do when I feel pretty good.
Please change that up.
I love the bracket preview show. I can't get enough of it.
Good.
Number 3.
Tyrese Halliburton has shingles.
Man, people get that? Is that's still a thing?
I had shingles.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, so I was looking it up because I knew you were going to talk about this. Apparently, shingles is like the reactivation of the whatever caused you to get chicken pox.
Let's teach people some stuff
when you're a kid.
Let's teach people some stuff, because I think shingles gets a bad rap. I think you say something like, "I had shingles," and they look at you like, "Oh, really? What you been doing?
Yeah.
Who you been kissing?"
Oh yeah, they think it's like dirty.
They think they think you've been out there in the streets.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, shingles has a bad connotation. I agree with that.
They think you've been out there unprotected.
When you hear shingles, you think you're gross. That's the first thing that pops in your head.
Gross.
Yes.
Yeah. They think, oh, you've been unprotected. No, you know what it really is? And I didn't know this when I got shingles. I was starting to question myself a little bit.
Right. What have I been doing?
What have I been doing?
Yeah.
All right. I was starting to question myself a little bit. Here's what it is. If you've ever had chicken pox, you are susceptible to shingles, period. When you get chicken pox, I got it as a child. You ever had chicken pox?
Yes.
Okay. You're susceptible. You could be in this game soon. Okay.
My kid has. Neither of my kids have had it, though.
Okay.
Do kids still get chicken pox?
I think probably. I don't think we've gotten rid of chicken pox.
I hadn't heard about chicken pox in forever, man.
It's been a minute. I hadn't heard about it.
Did your kids have chicken pox?
I don't know. I was probably out of town.
I'll ask Kelly.
Yeah, ask Kelly. Text Kelly. She'll know. She should know. I think she'll know. Text her. I think she'll know. Okay. I don't remember them. Maybe. I don't know. I was probably out of town. So anyway, I had chicken pox when I was a kid. And if you've ever had chicken pox, what that is it's an infection.
Mm-hmm.
And then the virus in you goes dormant after you get rid of chicken pox.
Right. So you can never get it twice.
But it's in you.
Mm-hmm.
And then it can be awakened by any number of things, among them stress. That's what I'm betting I got.
Yep.
Okay.
What's Tyrese got to be stressed about?
I mean, his Achilles.
It sounds like that's coming along well.
Probably girls.
Probably, yeah.
It's probably girls.
Who knows?
Probably stressed out about girls. So, it hurts like hell. I'll tell you that.
Does it?
Here's the real story. I think I've told this story before, but so what? You've heard, this is what I do. So I get like a rash or something on my back. And it's like, I don't know what's going on. It's like one of those things where if you've never had it, you don't know what it is. But if you've had it, you should know what it is. Even if sometimes you might not. And I'll get to that part of the story in a minute. So I've got like this rash thing. My back's hurting. That's basically what I'm telling my wife. I'm like, my back's hurting. I'm telling my wife. She's like, well, her solution to everything is just like, well, you should go get a massage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I don't like that.
Yeah.
And she's like, you say your back's hurting. Go get a massage. And I said, okay, I'll go get a massage. So I booked a appointment, like a massage appointment.
Mm-hmm. And they were like, ugh.
I mean, probably, but they didn't.
What's that?
Probably, but they didn't say that. But probably, if we're being honest, they probably, like, you ever think about that sometimes? Like, I wouldn't want to go get a massage, if only because I wouldn't want somebody to have to be around me.
I haven't gotten a massage just for that reason.
Yeah, I feel like you don't get paid enough.
Yeah, they would never say that, but like I know they're thinking.
I know they're thinking it too.
Like Jesus, like
it's like
really,
you know
this
how,
what I got to do right now.
You know how I feel when I get on a plane and there's maybe like not the best person sitting right next to me, and I go, oh man, I was hoping for somebody different than this.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Maybe just somebody a little smaller than this. I was hoping I'd sit next to somebody smaller than this. You ever have that thought? I have that thought sometimes. I keep it to myself. I want to be clear.
Of course.
I keep it to myself, but I'm like, man, it'd be nice if this person was a little smaller. Okay? I imagine that's what they think of when I walk into the massage room. They're like, well, I was hoping this would be somebody different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded would have minded somebody a little younger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't go get massages. But this is what my wife told me to do, and she tends to know better than me about most stuff. So I was like, okay, sure, let's go. And they put a heating pad on me, and they're like doing their thing, and the whole time I'm like, this is not helping.
It's worse.
I am hurting. Come to find out, you want to know about the worst thing you can do to shingles?
Massage it.
Put heat on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like catching yourself on fire. So I was walked into hell.
Yeah.
My wife was like, go to they just put, it was like I had shingles and then they poured lighter fluid on it. That's what it was like.
Yeah.
So then after that didn't work, I was like, I don't know what's going on, but that does not seem to have helped at all. Then I went to a real doctor, and you know what they said? You have shingles. And then, they give you whatever they give you, and it goes away.
So, apparently, I had no clue. Apparently, in 1995, some vaccine came out that, like, eradicated chickenpox.
What in the hell?
Because I sure as hell, as soon as you started talking about this, I was like, I hadn't heard about anybody's kids having chickenpox ever, and I got 2 little kids.
I guess I missed that.
I guess I totally missed that too. I think we got rid of chickenpox.
I think we got rid of chickenpox.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you know what? Better late than never.
Because that sucks. I remember that. That was awful.
I got shingles twice.
Damn, dude.
I know. Got it again. And this time I was convinced I had like a pancreatic cancer or something. I was convinced it was bad.
Yeah.
And so I made a doctor's appointment with my real doctor, Dr. Kleiman. And I was like, I didn't want to say it because doctors hear that kind of stuff all the time. Like, hey, what's going on? And you're like, I think I got.
Yeah.
I think it's colon cancer.
Right.
And they're like, just take some aspirin, you're fine. So I didn't want to be over dramatic. So he was like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know, I don't really know, but it's like right here. Got something right here. And what I was thinking was, it's clearly cancer. I'm probably got 6 months to live. But I didn't say that out loud. I was like, I got something right here. And he had his little assistant, like a intern or somebody, whatever they call resident. It was one of those things where they say, hey, do you mind if so-and-so comes in? They're learning. I was like, I don't care. Bring everybody. And I lifted up my shirt. You know what he said?
You got shingles.
Yeah, just like that. They just knew it. Yeah. And I was like, damn it. I wish I would have remembered. And then I realized, I forgot what this felt like. I spent 3 days convinced I was dying. And I really just should have remembered I had shingles. It's a confusing time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm glad you got past it.
Yeah, I'm past it. I could go right back into it. I'm susceptible.
Yeah.
But so are you. So are you.
Virus.
But so are you.
I am.
You're
yes.
susceptible too.
Yep.
Try not to be stressed. Stress causes it.
I'll try my best.
Stress can wake that up. But I think you're too blessed to be stressed.
I'm not so sure.
Are you too blessed to be stressed?
I got a little bit of things. I got some things weighing me down, but
okay.
I think I'll be okay.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Okay. Well, I just be careful because you think the worst thing you can do is deal with the stress, and next thing you know, you got a rash that itches and burns and stuff.
Meditate.
So be careful.
Okay.
All right.
Number 4.
I'm a UFC fan now, I guess.
Good.
I know.
Welcome aboard.
So Saturday night, I'm we're sitting around the house, and I said, oh man, Saturday night we had a hell of a go. You don't even want to know what happened. So Saturday night, I'm sitting around the house, and I said, hey, Lou, you want? Oliver had some friends over, so they were occupied. Get a bunch of 12-year-olds over, they ain't got time for you no more. But I still had Lou, and I was like, hey, Lou, we're gonna watch the fights tonight. You want to watch the fights? And Kelly was like, you're gonna buy the UFC thing? And I was like, no, you're not paying attention. UFC, Paramount Plus now owns UFC, or at least owns the media rights to UFC. Yep. We own UFC now.
Yep.
We have Paramount Plus. It's just going to be on Paramount Plus for free. Not for free. You got to subscribe to Paramount Plus, but after that, it's just there. So paying $80 for a UFC card, I don't have to do that anymore. Just watch it on Paramount Plus. I said, all right, I'm going to do this. And then that scumbag Sean Strickland won. Are you a Sean Strickland fan?
No. Even he's a little too extreme for me.
He's a wild dude.
Dude, he is insane.
All right, so maybe I'm the mark here, right? Because I'm sitting around, and I'm like, all right, it's time for the main event. And you get what's his name? Bruce Buffer?
Mm-hmm.
He's a little too much for me.
I like Bruce. It's tough.
Just calm down.
I like Bruce.
You know what? Yeah. Just take it down a notch. But you know what? It worked for him, I guess. So I'm like, all right, I'll watch this. And then keep in mind, I don't know any of these people, but I recognize the Sean Strickland guy because I seen him at the press conference the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, buddy.
His pressers are wild.
He'll say anything.
Literally anything.
He is not worried about repercussions.
No.
People say anything.
Yep.
And so I was like, all right. Let's watch this guy get his head beat in.
He's a heavy underdog.
Heavy underdog.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, let's go. Let's recalibrate our country.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how last week I told you I don't believe in karma?
Mm-hmm.
Because I watch good things happen to bad people all the time and bad things happen to good people all the time. And that's not the way karma's supposed to work. Karma's supposed to work like, hey, you're a bad dude, and that's going to catch up to you someday.
Mm.
That's the way karma's supposed to work, I think. And I don't believe in karma because that's not the way the world works.
Right.
Here was another example. In the spirit of karma, I was like, this is a bad guy who says bad things. It should catch up to him tonight. And instead, he just won.
Yeah, he did. And then he had a wild press conference afterwards. Dana was asked about it. Dana White was. His was fun. He was like, this is on you guys too. Talking about the media asking the questions. He was like, I mean, if you're gonna tee him up with questions about Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl, what do you think's gonna happen?
I mean,
the guy.
There is a little bit of that.
Yeah,
they don't even go to the press conference like, so what do you think about your opponent? It's like,
what do you think about Bad Bunny's performance at the Super Bowl? What do you think Sean Strickland's gonna say about that?
It's like, hey, Sean Strickland, what do you think about transgender? It's just you're just like, oh, hey,
yeah.
You know what's coming next.
Yep.
All right. Well, I mean, and like Dana White,
still no excuse to say it.
Dana White's trying to play both sides of this.
He for sure is, yeah.
It's like he says, hey, I don't agree with what this guy says.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this guy. I don't agree with what this guy says. But America's free speech. And so it's like, I'm going to distance myself from his words in the spirit of corporate America. But we're going to let him headline our stuff because Gary Parrish will
watch.
Yes,
Of
right.
all people.
Of all people. Because you'll have you'll have me turning on Paramount Plus going, I hope this guy gets his head kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, joke's on us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he's playing both sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I'd like to think I wouldn't. I'd like to think, you know what? You can't work for me. You can go do this somewhere else. Because in other sports leagues, and that's what UFC is, sports league.
Yes.
This guy could not play in the NBA.
Absolutely not.
I don't think he could play in Major League Baseball.
He would have been kicked out of every major everything. But
Just with his mouth, he would be kicked out of everything.
Question.
He would be banned from everything strictly because of what he says.
Mm-hmm.
But in UFC, they're a little more lenient with it.
Yes. It was an okay card. I watched it too. Some of it.
Yeah, I don't believe in karma. We'll talk about that another day.
Okay.
All right.
Number 5.
Oh, man, the Department of Homeland Security put a real scare into millions of frequent flyers this
I was
weekend.
waiting for your text.
Bro.
I was like, oh, boy.
They
This is
announced,
gonna mess us up.
They announced this weekend that TSA PreCheck is no longer going to be a thing temporarily because of a partial government shutdown. Now, they came back yesterday and said, no. Everything's fine. They misspoke. They didn't know what they're talking about, which par for the course and all that. But I'm not joking. That would change my life in a negative way. And it would change your life. It would change Kyra's life. Right now, I am at a point on, say, Thursday, where we don't have to pre-tape anything for me to make a 2:30 Eastern PM flight. And that is only because of TSA PreCheck. Because I can get dropped off at the front door at LaGuardia. And because of TSA PreCheck, touchless ID, and clear, the combination of all those things. I have everything you can get. My driver can let me out at the front door at LaGuardia, one of the busiest airports in America, and I can be through security in 5 minutes. I can be on my way to my gate in 5 minutes. For that 2:35 flight, I genuinely think I could get there at 2 o'clock, front door 2 o'clock, and still make my flight. And without TSA PreCheck, clear, all that stuff, impossible.
And you pay for that, right? Like that's
Yes,
a
but
paid thing.
It's not.
But
yes.
I'm saying that's why the whole thing was so weird to me because I'm like, wait a second, you're giving up revenue here.
Oh yeah, and you're taking away something I already paid for.
Right.
Right. So yeah, it's just I don't know if you've been paying attention to the way our government's running, but like not everybody seems to have a great grasp for their jobs. And this seems like another example of that. So all's well that ends well, but I mean, I was ready to take to the streets on Saturday night.
I bet you were.
I was ready to protest.
Now it's not going to affect you at Memphis International. Like it does.
It absolutely.
Really?
I can get through in Memphis International in 1 minute.
Yeah, of course. Like because even me just in the regular line, like it takes 10 minutes max. Like it's pretty quick.
Yeah, but
in a big airport,
it can be the difference between 30, 40 minutes. Absolutely. And for me, like those 10 minutes matter. Like on a normal Monday, my flight departs Memphis International at 12:30. And I can get there at 11:55 and still make the flight, no problem. But without pre-check and all that stuff, it would not. We'd be in here pre-taping more than we do. It would change everybody's lives. I was going to tweet the other night, and I just felt like it would get Twitter such a weird place. People will take it and not have fun with it.
Oh yeah, I know.
But I was going to be like,
no, Mr. TSA PreCheck.
No, not even that. I was just going to, with tongue firmly in cheek, be like, all right, enough's enough. Enough is enough. It's finally time.
You're right. Half of the people would not get that
enough
at all.
Is enough. It's finally time to take a stand in this country about what's going on right now.
I would have laughed, but it would not have. It would have gone over a lot of heads. Yep.
It's weird out there. So I just, you know what I did?
Nothing.
I just kept it to myself. I felt like I didn't have to share something. I was exposed to this at some point over the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The difference in Twitter and Instagram. I don't know if you notice, like, I will document like vacations and stuff on Facebook or Instagram. I don't mention it on Twitter at all. I'm wherever I'm at on vacation with my family. There are no pictures on Twitter. I'm not like, oh, look at that. I think I used to, but I cut that out years ago because it's just ugly. It's just ugly. So this was interesting to me, like a interesting, just sort of something that happened. I posted a video it's the exact same video and the exact same words. And I posted it on Twitter and I posted it on Instagram. Exact same video, exact same description. And on Instagram, it was just hearts.
Mm-hmm. It's pleasant over there.
And, oh my God, that's the sweetest. That's the greatest. That's the, oh wow. And on Twitter, I was getting called racial slurs. I mean, I was just getting called everything. It was a video of me and my youngest son. And they were,
yikes.
They were killing him. They were killing me. To the point where I deleted it because I was like, I don't want my kid to like see this someday. The whole internet just being mean in a way that like it was like the opposite of and it was the same exact thing. And so I just sort of kept that in my mind. Like Twitter's still Twitter, and sometimes I have too many drinks and I'll pop something off late at night or whatever. But like I mostly just try to keep to myself now because it's just crazy. It's a weird place.
Yep.
So I had this, I'm sitting around, Saturday night, and I'm like, all right, enough. I like even typed it out, I think. Enough is enough. You guys tell me where to be. Enough's enough in this country. It's time to take a stand. And I just knew that for every person who would understand the joke, there'd be 3 people telling me that there's something mean and not. Yeah. And so I just left it alone. Anyway, sounds like we're going to be okay.
Sounds like everything's good. Speaking of airport, did you see Guadalajara yesterday?
They're blowing it up.
Bro, I watched a million videos. That's what Twitter's good for. That.
It is good for that.
If you want to dive into like what's going on in Mexico with the cartel situation,
every once
that's your place.
Do you know every once in a while, I swear, I'll just be sitting up at night and it's like I'm working. I could be in a hotel room, wherever. And I go, you know what? I need a mental break right now. I need to just not focus on basketball teams or this column or this show. I just need to like mindless. And you know what I do? I go to the For You tab and I watch fist fights. I watch shootings. Yeah. I just watch crazy stuff. And now my algorithm is so wild, they just send it to me.
I know, mine's messed up.
Man, dude, I mean, I don't think it's possible for 2 humans to get into a fist fight and me not see it within 20 minutes. I mean, if you have ever fought in this world, and it's on video, I've probably seen it. I watch Shia LaBeouf fight all day long.
I saw that too.
Yeah. I watch him, everything he does. I know what he does. I just watch videos of chaos.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Probably not good for your mentals, but
I can't imagine. But like, I feel like that ship's kind of sailed. Feel like that ship's kind of sailed.
I do too.
Anyway, TSA pre-check. I think it's fine.
I think you'll be all right. We'll see.
We'll see. You know what? We'll see. Be back with Carriot.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Jeff Dunham. You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Hey Grind City, got uninvited house guests? When it comes to bugs, we don't bluff. we Terminex it. Don't let a pest problem spin out of control. Our pest-free 365 Plus plan protects against up to 39 different kinds of pests. Even better, Grizz fans can take $50 off by visiting Terminex.com and enter code SAVE50. Terms apply. With more than 95 years of experience squashing pest issues big and small, we're set to square off against the toughest bugs out there. Own the 2025-26 Grizzlies season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule, so don't miss out.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
We're giving you a chance to win free Sonic. Just hit the link pinned in the YouTube chat to enter for a Sonic gift card. Jump into the chat, hang with us, and maybe eat free Sonic too. Let's do carry out.
It's time for GP's Carryout. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we miss today?
You see, we took a stray from Anthony Edwards.
I did see that.
I like the Sunday conversations with Caleb Presley.
They're pretty fun. They're pretty fun, but until something like that happens.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, Caleb Presley, he's one of my favorite interviewers. And Anthony Edwards, he's one of my favorite interviewees. So I bet this will be good. Mm-hmm. Let's watch Anthony Edwards talk to Caleb Presley about whatever in the world they could talk about. Somehow, next thing you know, downtown hotels in Memphis, Tennessee are taking shots. Kyra, if you got it, let's watch. We walked right into this one, I guess. Let's watch Anthony Edwards answer a question about hotel rooms.
Did you ever walk into a hotel room and just be like, wow, thousands of people have slept in this bed before me?
Yeah. Especially when we go to Memphis. I'd be like, damn, my hotels ain't nothing in Memphis. That shit be dirty. I walked in a Memphis hotel one time, I had stains and shit on the bed.
Stains and shit?
Stains and shit.
They broke in your room for you?
Nah, they ain't breaking in, but.
No, I'm saying they broke it in.
Yeah.
But it's Memphis, so they might have also broke in.
For sure. Come on. Memphis, shout out.
Shout out Memphis.
Yeah.
Shoot out Memphis.
Nah, shoot out.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, no.
All right. Man, that's tough.
Really tough.
I mean, they weren't even talking about Memphis. They were just talking about hotel rooms, and his mind took him to Memphis.
Yep.
Now, in fairness, can I be fair?
I think, yeah. Go ahead.
In fairness, like Anthony Edwards, I have stayed in basically every American major city. I've stayed in a hotel room in basically every major American city that exists. And I've had bad experiences in some. Just last week in New York, nice hotel. But the fire alarm was going off at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, that was not a great experience. At some point this season, I was in a hotel room, and the hot water wasn't working. That's not fun.
That's bad.
That is not great, all right? So you can have a bad hotel anywhere. But does it concern you at all? They weren't talking about Memphis.
And he just brings it up.
It's just what popped into his head, like word association, shitty hotel rooms. And it was like, oh yeah, Memphis. That hurts my heart.
Well, I mean, we got that one hotel that's next to the convention center that, I mean, we're losing conventions because of it. I'm just being honest.
I know you are. In all seriousness, we get into these conversations sometimes as the Grizzlies are still trying to get a lease agreement done with the city of Memphis. And reportedly,
among the sticking points or among the things that are being discussed and negotiated and all that is improving downtown. I think the way the Grizzlies put it officially is like improve our downtown neighborhood. But it's to improve downtown. Make it safer, sure, but also just nicer.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. And every once in a while you'll get somebody, you know, they love to make their little videos with their phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, media members, they find people who are more successful and more famous than them, and then they respond to them with their phone, and they say, I heard what you said, now I'm gonna tell you what I said, right? It's cute. So they'll jump on sometimes and they'll be like, Memphis ain't so bad, you don't know what you're talking about. And you know who has that opinion about downtown Memphis, that it's better than you realize and it doesn't need to be improved? You know who thinks that? People who have never been anywhere else. That's who. The people who tell you downtown Memphis doesn't need improvements are the people who have never been anywhere else. They don't go to downtown Indianapolis. They don't go to downtown Phoenix. They don't know any better. Think of it this way. Because Anthony Edwards knows better. He goes to downtowns. He spends his life in hotels in downtowns of big cities in America. And you know what he said? Ooh, Memphis. Because he sees everything. And once you see everything, you can start ranking things. The people who try to tell you it doesn't need improvements or you don't know what you're talking about, they ain't never been nowhere, or they ain't been anywhere lately. Think about it like this. If all you did every day was work and go straight home and watch TV all night, that was your day. You work hard you go home and all you want to do is watch TV. And you went home every day and you watched a 24-inch television every day. You've never seen anything other than that television. And so you're just happy with it. It's great. Just like when you were a kid, you watched a box TV maybe, right? You didn't even have HD. Can't even tell who is that basketball player on the TV. Blurry, all right? But it was all you knew. So it was like, this is great. So you're just watching a little 24-inch TV every night. You're like, this is good. It's fine. And then I say, hey, Bennett, come over to my house. Watch the game with me at my house. And you come over. And I'm like, look at that. That's 90. That's 90 inches. 1080. Or whatever. You'd be like, oh, and then you had to go back home and look at your little 24-inch. It suddenly wouldn't be so good anymore, right? You'd be like, hold up, I didn't even know that other thing existed.
Right.
I didn't know that was even out there, so I thought this was good enough. I thought this was fine. Because I didn't even know this other stuff was out there. That's what this is. If you think downtown Memphis hasn't lost something or doesn't need improvement, it's probably because you ain't been anywhere. You don't know any better. I'm not even mad at you. You just don't know any better. You don't even know what you're talking about. And Anthony Edwards yesterday, just out of nowhere, was a reminder of that. He was just asked about it, bad hotel rooms and bad experiences, and he thought about us. He thought about us. I laughed because, I
laughed too.
He's funny. He's genuinely hilarious. Like, get him better teammates. He's hilarious. He needs to be the face of the league. I don't condone everything he's ever done, but he's genuinely funny. And so I laughed. But it also, no,
that hurt.
You just don't want to hear that.
No, you don't want to hear it.
And, but I'm not arguing with him. And that's sort of just where it sat with me. Like, I remember doing those shows back when Sam Hardiman was reporting in the Daily Memphian that the Grizzlies and the city of Memphis were working on an agreement. And one of the things involved in the negotiations is like, hey, we need a better neighborhood. We need our fans to be eager to come downtown and feel safe when they're downtown. And for it to be awesome when they're downtown and we feel like we've lost a little something, we need to address that. And then you get some of these people who are just like, oh no, downtown's fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not what it once was, and it needs to be better. Period. You got to speak openly and honestly about this stuff. I
agree.
Yeah, you can have pride in your city, but you also don't have to. Yeah, and so do I. We all do. But you don't have to lie to each other. And sometimes I think we got into a habit of just lying to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, oh, everything's fine. Don't say it's not. Don't say that. Because if you say it's not fine, then they'll think it's not fine. And then the perception will be it's not fine. How about let's just tell the truth, whatever the truth is. You got a beard. I got a bald head. Downtown needs some improvements. This is all true.
Mm-hmm.
And in his own way, Anthony Edwards provided a reminder of that yesterday.
What's today's biggest game?
We got another college basketball showdown in prime time.
Right.
It's a good one tonight. 8 o'clock tip, big Monday. Houston and Kansas inside Allen Fieldhouse. You want to watch possible future Grizzlies?
Yes.
Darren Peterson, Kingston Flemings, Chris Sinak. 3 lottery picks probably in this game. Houston -1.5 on the road. Bill Self, one of the few times in his career he's an underdog inside Allen Fieldhouse. Totals 138.5. How you going to act?
Yeah, I mean, it's a brutal stretch for Houston. Like, they've lost 2 in a row, but these 3 games are all against top 10 teams. So I just, the reason I'm going to go with Houston here is because I just can't imagine them losing 3 in a row.
But then you imagine Kansas losing 2 in a row inside Allen Fieldhouse.
I know.
Either Houston's got to lose 3 games in a row or Kansas has to lose back-to-back games inside Allen Fieldhouse. Either one of those things is crazy.
I'm just going to go Houston here. I don't feel great about it, but I'll stick with that.
Kelvin Sampson on the road. Bennett's laying 1.5. Let's go.
What are we watching on TV?
We got Raw on Netflix tonight. We are on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, of course we are.
Does it feel like that to you? Do you feel like you're on the road to WrestleMania?
I feel like I might be in the parking lot.
I don't feel like I'm on the road. I want to feel like I'm on the road, but I don't feel like I'm on the road.
Yeah, holler at me after the Chamber. I love I love a gimmick pay-per-view.
The Elimination Chamber.
I love the Chamber. Oh, man, give it to me. I bet I'll be fired up after that.
Oh, you know what else I did last night? Staying up till 3:30 in the morning. It was just on, and I just watched the Royal Rumble again.
Yeah.
middle of the night.
Nice.
It was just on. It was just like they had it on ESPN.
Yeah.
It was just like, I don't know, man. When you stay up all night, you watch some weird stuff on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Even that though didn't get me feeling like I'm on the road to WrestleMania. But we'll turn on tonight, 7 o'clock. Raw on Netflix.
Okay.
I keep wanting to get excited. I mean, I turned down SmackDown the other night. I turned it on.
Yep.
I'm just not excited.
Well, Olympics are over, and I think we're about to hit the sweet spot.
Okay.
I feel good about it.
Okay.
I feel good about it.
Well, let's give it another shot tonight.
What's the best thing we've read?
So, Mike DeCourcy got a column over at sportingnews.com about Darren Peterson and just sort of all the weird stuff connected to him this season. He plays some games, doesn't play others, starts some games, doesn't finish them. Bill Self has finally stopped tap dancing around this.
Mm.
And Bill just sort of said before this past weekend's game, a lot of the criticism you guys are directing at Darren Peterson for not playing, it's not fair. He's really hurt. But it is true. He's not finishing games. And he sort of more or less said, if Darren and his camp are tired of hearing people nickname him DNP instead of DP for did not play, or making jokes about how he's going to take himself out of a Final Four game, if they're tired of hearing that, there is a way to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
You know how?
Play.
Finish games. If you want people to stop saying, why does this guy never finish games? Then finish the game.
Yep.
Go play. Like you heard AJ DeBonsa Saturday night. He played 40 minutes.
Dude, he was awesome.
He was awesome.
I can be persuaded either way, but gun to head, for me, if I had the number 1 pick, I think I'm attached to that guy.
It's a little more up for discussion than I think it should be based on the talent. If it's just a talent evaluation, it's Darren Peterson. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it can be just a talent evaluation. You have to know the difference between being great and good when you have the talent to be great. Some guys just don't have the talent to be great.
Yep.
But when you have the talent to be great, the difference between whether you do it or not is often just your approach.
Yep.
How are you wired? Victor Wembanyama is wired one way as the number 1 pick in the draft, and he's an all-time great. He will be an all-time great. DeAndre Ayton, also number 1 pick in the draft, not wired the right way.
Mm.
So he's forever disappointing. I need to know more about how Darren Peterson's wired before I'm comfortable spending the number one pick. Talent, that's the guy, no question. But there's DeBonce the other night playing 40 minutes.
And he was the guy coming into the season.
Yeah.
Like, he was the most hyped.
Well, I mean, so here's DeBonce plays 40 minutes. He's asked about it, and he said, listen, I don't know that I should be playing 40 minutes, but I am in shape. And if that's what it takes to win, I will play 40 minutes. And you just contrast it with Darren Peterson. It's like, which guy do you want? The guy who said he couldn't play against number 1 Arizona on Big Monday inside of Allen Fieldhouse because he had flu-like symptoms. His own coach thought he was going to play, and then he just didn't. You want that guy? Or the guy who just said, if I got to play 40 minutes to win a college basketball game, that's what I'm going to do. This one might be more talented. I like the way he talks. I like the way he plays. So all of this stuff is interesting. DeCourcy wrote about it today. You can read it, sportingnews.com. Then we'll watch him tonight on Big Monday.
What's on tap for tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow be Tuesday. Look back at Kings Grizz. Start looking ahead to Grizz Warriors. Should be a fun show. Looking forward to it already. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll try to enjoy mine. Let's meet back here tomorrow at 10. Till then, be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood.